Okay, so I messed around with the audio settings a little bit. Hopefully it sounds good now. Let me know if it's too quiet still, too low, too high, whatever it may be. I'm just gonna go over some pretty basic tips. Let's start by collecting all the weapons. I missed the cannon. Okay, so basically I'm just gonna show you kind of some of the tips I went over in yesterday's video. Let's start by shooting off a volley of gunfire, and I'll kind of walk you through what I'm doing. Okay, so quite a few different things that are going on there. First, basically what I'm doing is I'm actually holding down the attack key the entire time, so when I fire off the minigun, I don't release the trigger when I switch over to the Devastator. I literally just switch to a Devastator while still holding down the attack button. And then when I switch over to the Devastator, obviously this gun has an ammo counter, so I'm doing another trick to keep it so I always have 25 Devastator rounds loaded up. When you press the reload key, as long as the weapon's reload animation plays, you can switch to a different weapon. And by doing so, what's happening in the background is the weapon's actually still going through its reload animation, so when you switch back to it, it'll have 25 shells. A better way to kind of show this off is to actually go into third-person mode, which I will do right now. So Sam has like a very generic reload animation in third person, as you can see here. And when it's finished, the gun's going to be fully loaded. Now, what happens when you switch weapons is Sam will still do the reload animation, like so. And by the time he's finished, oh, I think I was just like a second off. There we go, the gun is fully loaded. So that's how the reloading in the background works, is what's happening is Sam's technically still going through the reload animation when you're on a different weapon. So when we actually put this into practice, fire off a volley of minigun, switch to this, hit the reload key, that starts the animation, and you switch to a different weapon and keep firing. And then when you switch back, it'll be fully loaded. It looks really freaking stupid in third person, obviously. Pro Team put like no effort into the third person animation for the reload whatsoever, but that's effectively what's going on in the background. So to show you again in first person, and of course while you're in first person you can't really see the third person reload animation taking place, so you just kind of have to get a feel for it. So that's one of the tips. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, about continuous fire. So when you have a weapon like the Devastator or the auto shotgun, you can actually hold down the fire key, and just by pressing the reload key, it'll initiate the reload animation. I haven't let go of the primary fire this entire time, by the way. See? I just have like my left mouse button held down. I'm on 20 shots, I need to reload, so I hit the reload key, and it will automatically start doing the reload. So it's kind of like everything put into one consecutive motion. There's going to be a few other small tips that I'll show off. Let me see. Oh yeah, of course, you know, weapons like the cannon, they have a charging animation, so similar thing. What you do is just fire and like so. Now you'll notice if you hold down the primary fire while switching from the cannon to a different weapon, it won't actually fire, so you will have to release the trigger to get off quick shots. So if you're going like this and do that, you'll actually need to release the trigger. for the cannonball to go off. Now, that's also kind of useful because, say for example, like the canoe moves or something, you can switch to a different weapon. So that kind of cancels the animation. Same thing for the grenade launcher. There we go. Yeah, so basically, like, you can go from a minigun burst, and as long as you hold down the trigger, like, obviously, like, the fully charged shot is going to go off anyway, so that's that. And then, of course, you can just spam out the trigger to make it fire as fast as you want. People kind of ask why I prefer the grenade launcher over the rocket launcher, and honestly the short answer is it just absolutely melts targets. This doesn't happen too often, but sometimes you'll get like a biomech major rounds a corner, and say he was behind this container, he's right here, ends up in front of your face, you can quickly just... and he's gone. Magic. Same thing for zealots. Same thing for canoes. You can just take them down really easy. I find the rocket launcher is better at holding down corridors, so basically if enemies are coming at you in a straight line, then obviously just, you know, spam rockets like this, kind of shift your aim a little bit between shots. And then of course, you can go from automatically firing the rocket launcher into a more precise grenade shot. Like so. Oh, he dodged. Okay. Okay, enough messing around. Let's actually go into a map and I'll show this off in practice, because shooting stationary targets isn't really going to get you anywhere. Oh yeah, I guess I should say before we actually kind of jump into some gameplay, I'll show my key bindings for those of you who are curious. This isn't really going to help you too much just because these are the key bindings on display here in the menu. I kind of wish I had a camera that, you know, showed off my hand movements on the keyboard, that way you guys can kind of get like a better idea of what all this means. I'll just kind of walk through it really quick. So weapon slot 1, I have that set to Y. ESDF is my regular movement, so that's what I use to move forward, back, left, right. And my philosophy when setting up keybinds is to make it so that you always have movement options available to you regardless of what direction you're moving. So you don't want to handicap yourself by putting your jump key or your crouch key in like a really weird place. You want those to be accessible at all times regardless of what direction you're moving. So that's like priority number 1, is getting like your jump crouch key set up in a way that's comfortable so that you can successfully hit, press and hold those down whenever you need them, regardless of what direction key you're hitting. From there, the next important thing to do is to get your weapon key set up in a way where you don't really have to do like a lot of hunting on the keyboard to find them down. So again, since I don't really have like a camera or anything showing off, yeah, my hand movements on the keyboard, I'll just kind of walk you through this really quick. Y is the melee key, and the reason for that, it's far away. You don't really use your melee as much as you would, say, something like the rocket launcher or minigun. 2, same kind of deal. It's for the pistol. In regards to ESDF, that would be kind of like up and to the left. It's a bit of a far reach, but honestly, you don't need the pistol that much during regular combat. 4 is where the super shotgun and regular shotgun are. If you know me, you know I use shotguns a lot, so that's right above my move forward key. It's really easy to press. W is right next to my move forward key, and I don't know why I keep hitting the back arrow. There we go. W, that's like where the minigun, Tommy gun are. It's right next to my move forward key. Super easy to press, so I can switch between either one on the fly. V is also pretty easy to reach. That's right under my move right key, so that's where the rocket launcher is. 3, mainly for the plasma gun. That's right next to the super shotgun, so pretty easy to reach. C, that's mostly for the Devastator and auto shotgun. 5, that's going to be my sniper type weapon, so in this case it'll be the cannon and sniper rifle. For whatever reason, Crow Team do have 2 additional weapon slots, but to my knowledge they're not used for anything, so I didn't even bother rebuying them. There's no point. If there's anything to take away from this, bottom line is, get a comfortable movement key pattern set up. Make sure that your other movement options like jumping and crouching are on keys that are really easy to reach. That way you don't have to compromise what you're doing on the keyboard when trying to reach for these. I have both of these on my mouse because, well, mouse is separate from the keyboard. It gives me a lot more options in terms of how I have my weapon set up. Okay, enough nerding out. Let's go and actually play over a game really quick. I did this one yesterday, but actually, should I do Sunny Day at Tunguska? Nah, that map's actually kind of hard. I'll wait till a little bit later to show that one off. We'll do Unlanded again. It's a cool map. Then after this, we'll go ahead and play some... I forgot the name of the map. Howling Mountain. Yes, that's the one. Okay. Let's load into this really quick. I can talk all day long, but unless I actually show it off in game, it's not going to help anybody. At least that's how I feel. It's always better to kind of show it, put it into practice, and kind of do it this way. As always, we're going to just go back for the secret cannon. That side fight is pretty difficult without it. Not impossible, but difficult for sure. I think this time we're going to do things a little bit differently, and we're actually going to lean on the Devastator a little bit more, because the final fight of this map is really difficult. It has way more biomechs, so we're just going to hold on to the cannon for a little bit. Not much to say here, we're just going to run back and take care of the Nars. Also, we're not going to move too far forward. We don't want to spawn in those harpies because, as you know, the weapons that we have now kind of suck against fighting them. Okay. Let's go for the secret. Let's overheal. You know what? I probably should have saved that overheal until after I completed these first 2 fights so that I could be fully stacked for the hard fight. Whatever. We'll save the armor. We're not going to pick up the armor until after we beat these fights. Same kind of deal. Okay, snipe, 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 snipe? Yeah, okay. Okay. That sucked. We don't have Born to Run, so I'm just gonna press the reload key and switch to a different weapon really quick. Okay. Let's see. There we go. There's always some wearables that get stuck back there. I don't really expect them to pose too much of a threat, so I'm just going to leave them alone for now, pick up the armor. And then we'll just go for the medium armor over here, gives us 50, that way we'll have a full 100 stack. fire that off. He was late to the party. Let's see... Okay, that should be enough. Let's grab that. Yeah. We need all the ammo we can get for this. Picking up those other Devastator shells would be kind of a waste. Again, here's some super armor. This gives... or serious armor, super armor, mega armor. I'm not sure what it's actually called in the game. All I know is it gives you 100 points and it can overheal your shields. So, there we go. Got the full 200 stack and 150 health. We should be good for this. Just mow these things down. Okay, there's some clear in the back. Those are pretty deadly. Nice lines. Okay, I'm gonna rely a little bit on the Devastator here to take down some of these. That rocket was pretty close. Okay, yeah, there we go. Make sure the reload animation plays before we switch weapons. And there we go. That was a lot of damage. Should be fine. Let's just mow down the rest. Okay. I walk away with exactly 100 health and armor. Okay. That worked out pretty well. Let's collect the loose ammo. I don't think we're gonna be needing it. Or excuse me, we will be needing it, so just gonna collect that. I'll leave the minigun bullets alone. I'm gonna pick up some loose minigun ammo, if there's any. Yeah, you'll do. Okay. So as you can see during that fight, did a lot of switching like that. And as you can see, Sam is still going through the reload animation. Yeah, so that's pretty much reloading in the background explained, if you will. I'm not sure if it's a bug or if it's an intentional feature, but either way, I like it. I think it actually adds some variety to the gameplay. It definitely makes it a little more interesting than just shooting stuff. You have to be a little bit tactical with some of the reloading weapons. We're gonna go for Born to Run. I already explained why it's really good. Basically, the more mobility you have, the better. This spawns in enemies, so let's do that. Just mow them all down. And then for these... There we go. Oh, what are you doing? Oh. Where did you guys come from? Ah, whatever. Okay. Took care of them. I think for the final fight, since I've already played this level yesterday, I think I'm just gonna breeze through it and use the gadget. I already showed off the fight without the gadget before, so this time I'm gonna go back and play it. Oh yeah, let me use this hill really quick to show off how to do just some minor bunny hopping. It's nothing fancy, it's not like in the Source engine. All you gotta do really is just kind of stay at the top of the hill, and as you jump, you want to be jumping forward, holding down the forward key, and when you're in midair, basically just release it and press and hold your jump key. That will cause Sam to automatically jump before he touches the ground. Like so. And then you just do that. Of course, for more speed, initially you can just do like a sprint jump into it and then go from there. So like so. Gets you a little bit further. Pretty cool stuff. It's nothing game-changing, I just use it because I think it's fun. Kinda gets you from point A to point B a little bit faster, like so. And you kind of keep your momentum with every jump. It does fade off a little bit, so keep that in mind. Like the previous video, we're just gonna mow these things down with a minigun and kill these. Cool, okay. Now that they're gone, we will go ahead and collect this secret. Not really mandatory because I don't plan on dying. And here we can grab an assault rifle. Let me see. I guess I'll do the Tommy gun, why not? It still doesn't change the view model, or the world model. When you collect it, you have this. Cool, cool. I kind of wish that the sound was updated a little bit, and also the animations. I don't like the firing sound. Honestly, like the assault rifle doesn't sound good regardless of what you're using. If you're doing just regular, then basically it sounds kind of like a spitball launcher. Here it is. And if you do Tommy gun, it sounds like you're just throwing a bunch of rocks at people. It's kind of annoying. Oh well. Let's kill these. There we go. I like the model of the Tommy gun a little bit better, and though the firing sound isn't really spectacular, it does sound better than the silenced assault rifle. There we go. Oh yeah, kind of an odd thing about this map that I guess I don't realize is that there's no super shotgun. Basically, just get the regular shotgun. Which, I don't really see the point. There's not really a reason to use the regular shotgun. Especially not when they give you the Devastator. I mean, Devastator just does it so much nicer. And for that matter, the assault rifle. In Serious Sam 4 Reworked, shotgun does actually fire slightly faster, so I found it more useful. And I really wish I had an explosive weapon here that wasn't the Devastator. See, it has like no splash damage. Yeah. Although the Devastator does have a blast radius, technically, it's kind of useless. You have to be, yeah, like, pretty close for it to actually do anything, so rockets are always going to be a better solution for taking care of crowds. There we go. It is good against direct hits, as long as you can get those. It's always going to be better. Really, the appeal of the Devastator is that it's basically a cannon that you're not wasting cannonball ammo. I know it sounds kind of stupid, but that's really the appeal of the Devastator. Is it has like the same piercing effect as a cannonball, but you're not wasting it. Or it doesn't feel like you're wasting it. I'm pretty sure I have all the secrets. Just need to grab this one. Okay. Got it. Now let's run over here and do the final fight. Gonna launch one into you, one into you. Okay. I do kind of want to grab this. Oh my god. Let me get up there. Oh, slippery. There. You just gotta sprint. And there is some armor back here as well, which I'll grab. Okay, laser rifle. What color should we make it? I kind of like the cyan blue. It's cool. We can also do orange, I guess. Give it kind of that rusty look. Red. Too edgy. Green. Yeah. Green's classic. We should just probably stick with that. I personally like purple just because you don't really get a lot of purple in video games. It's an overlooked color. Pink, too girly. Salmon. Don't really see a use for that. We'll just stick with green. Let's shift it over a little bit. There we go. Okay. Honestly, I don't know why they give you a laser gun. The laser gun's kind of useless when you have the minigun. I showed it off last time, but I'll show it off again. If you get the quick and the dead... Oh my god. What? There. Okay. If you get this, then basically... It may not look it, but it does reload slightly faster. Yeah, it's kind of hard to show off, but there we go. Wow. Yeah. The animation's a little bit faster as opposed to if you just took it off. Yeah, it takes a little bit more time for him to get settled. Not by much. Also, I never understood why there's a single armor shard up here. I don't know if it spawns in anything. Let's try it. Okay. Nope, it doesn't do anything. It's just there to look cool. Oh, you know what? I think it was from the helicopter. Yeah, because these armor shards weren't here before. Oh, and also didn't grab the Rage Serum. That's okay, I mean, we do have the most broken weapon in the game, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Okay, these things are nasty. I'm gonna like shoot 4. There we go, and minigun the rest. Like so. And I'll take out these things. Let's see. There we go. Oh yeah, I didn't use the cannon. Haha. Oh, you know what? Yeah. This is the end of the level anyway, I'm just gonna launch all of these. Cool. Okay. That was this level. Hopefully the audio is better than last time. I know I'm a pretty quiet speaker anyway. But let me know in the comments if you like this or not. Okay. Give me 1 second. I think I'll do a second map. Nah, actually I'll save it for another time.